Hello, Virgo. I'm going to wait for YouTube to let you guys know that I am on. I'm going to wait for YouTube to let you guys know that I am on. Sorry, I didn't realize I had my computer on in the background. Come on in, Virgo. Let me grab my oracle cards. Come on in. Come on in, Virgo. I know you guys have been excited for your love reading. Come on in, Virgo. I did it. I made a promise and I kept it. I made a promise and I kept my promise. I said I was going to come back and I am back. Virgo, now let me tell you something. I want to tell you something. I've already done a preview of your 2026 reading. I looked over it. It was funny because I looked over it, like I mentioned it earlier today, and I was like, I want to do a better 2026 preview reading. So what I'm going to do, tomorrow morning, I am going to post that video right after the live. Okay, so maybe an hour or two after the live that I do in the morning, I'm going to post that. Okay, so what I need you guys to do is have your notification bell on, that type of thing. So what I said was I want to kind of do what I did in that video in this reading. Okay, I want to do a live 2026 reading, which was totally not my idea. Like, I promise you, I had no intentions of doing this, and I said I might as well do it. So I'm going to do at least one of them. So we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. Let me pull this camera back so you guys can see. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with some oracles. And we're going to clarify the oracle cards that come out. Okay? So let's just pretend this is 2026. Let's go off the first 3 months of 2026. The first 3 months. Okay? Maybe even 4. We're going to get it, right? And this is the reason why I like that video. I didn't like it that much because it was the way that I was sitting, but I liked it because I was like, ooh, that was really on point. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, that's D. Thank you so much, D. I appreciate you. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Let's see what falls out here for you. First 3 months, okay? I am going to lay the cards down flat. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to lay the cards down flat. And we're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo, for a preview of 2026. Preview really only because it's only 3 months, but we'll see what's going to come out. This is going to be for Virgo. All right, let's go ahead. Let's pull. So let's just say this is the first. Let's say this is January. That other one came out prematurely. That's okay. We'll take that as well. And then we'll take, I'm being told to take this one. So we'll take the one that's up here. And then we'll also take the one that fell, okay? So I want to lay these cards down flat. I'm not going to even look at the bottom yet. So what I want to do, we're going to go ahead and look at the cards. So remember, this is going to be January, February, and March. Let's pull this way so you guys can see. January, February, March, and I will just say that this will be April, okay? So let's see what January looks like. Oh, and I do have to say this. Some of these cards are coming out and not in order. So you may have a card that says meeting someone in January and you don't necessarily meet them until April. Okay, so I'm just saying these with the first 4 months, we're just going to get the theme of the first 4 months, okay? Now let's see what comes out the first card here for you, Virgo, for the first month of January of 2026. Oh, this is good. I definitely have to post the other one because the other one did not look like this. It did not. You guys will see why. Ooh, sucker for you, Virgo. Here it says, we'll do anything for you, head over heels in love and blinded by love. This is somebody who actually like you. We don't even have to like go and look in the actual oracles. We don't have to like look in the oracles in a way of word by word. We can say that this person legit actually really do like you. Okay. And when we get to this card in the tarot, we'll, see what type of maybe the sign that may come out, you know, if they, you know, I guess their past, see if there's anything dealing with their past, that type of stuff we'll see. But either way, in January, it's saying, remember, it can be in April, it can be in March, but it is saying that there's going to be someone that likes you a lot before April. Okay? Before April. Let's turn it over. Here you have bold. Now, I like this because it says pushing boundaries, coming on strong, aggressive behavior. Now, this could be, we're going to keep this kind of plain for a second because we don't know what else is out here. But bold doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be someone that comes in here and aggressive. It can mean that this person, I think I mentioned this the other day. I think I mentioned it for like Taurus, where you're standing in the middle of the ballroom floor, right? Everyone is dressed up and you're standing in the middle and all eyes are on you, and this person walks right up to you and, like, you know, want you to dance, and they, you know, they're marveling, right? It's a bold move that they're making in order to be with you, okay? But it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be anything aggressive. Now, you could come across someone who may be bold enough to do something that may shock you. You may be like, ooh, I didn't expect this person to do that. Oh, I didn't think that this person would actually call. Oh, I didn't think that this person, you know, it can be something like that. But again, when we get into the tarot, we're going to find out why that card is here. So someone is going to make a bold move towards you somewhere, okay, in the new year. Between January and in April, someone is going to make a bold move towards you, Virgo. Okay, so far, so good. Someone who likes you or not, likes you a lot. And then someone who's going to be making a bold move towards you. Let's go ahead. Let's get the third card here. Circus tent. It says, instability, temporary home situation. You're protected in a transition. Now, this to me feels like moving. Circus tent is a house. It's a home. So to me, this feels like moving. Now, I kind of feel like you could be dealing with someone, and I don't want to say that they have unstable home environment. I don't want to say that, but again, okay, who's to say that you're only dealing with one person? Remember, you got one person who like you, but we also have to see if it's going to be more than one person. You could be dealing with someone who is either a financially unstable, emotionally unstable, something of that nature, okay? In between the months of January and April, which makes so much sense because a lot of you guys are dating anyway, okay? So that's something that we see. There is some instability somewhere in their life, and you guys are going to experience that or see it in some way. Now, let's go ahead. This is the April card. The April card is performer. Unrealistic expectations, fake, superficial status, and basically someone who is not who they say they are. Now, this is interesting because that's in harmony with that instability. So you see that looks like there's two different people here. One person who's really into you, and then another person who really ain't got it together the way they need to. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to see what's going to come out. So what we're going to do is go ahead and start clarifying that first card, sucker for you. And again, that can literally happen in April. Everything else can happen in January or February, okay? Because if someone's really liking you, I don't see why you will be talking to another person. So it looks like there's like two different people, and it's most likely happening. Some of y'all, this could be happening now, y'all. Like, I just have to put it out there. Because this, originally, I wasn't necessarily going to be doing a 2026 reading, but we have to be for real. Like, we're literally there. We're only like a couple of weeks out. So for some of you, you're going into 2026. Makes sense. You're going into 2026 with someone who is unstable. Okay, someone who isn't who they say that they are, or you have unrealistic expectations for this particular person going into 2026. Like, it makes so much sense. So this is not saying that it's lollipops and gumdrops going into this year. Some of you guys are already there. You know who I'm talking about already. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and grab this sucker for you. We're going to see what's coming out here for you, Virgo. First card that came out here, which is interesting, you have the Death card. I'm just showing you. Eight of Cups, don't even know why this is coming out. And you have the Four of Wands, the Four of Swords. Now, this is crazy because this doesn't look great. Now, I got to find out why this is here. Some of you are definitely dealing with a Scorpio. This person is a sucker for you. Oh, okay. Now I'm going to tell you what I just, that was almost screamed at me. Virgo, don't be a sucker, please. Now, this is someone that you will like and who will like you. That is true. But this right here is saying something different. This makes it feel like it's almost like you are a sucker for somebody. It's someone that you like really, really like. Okay. So what made me figure this out was the fact that I saw this Eight of Cups. That's what made me feel like, okay, you're going into 2026. You are a sucker for someone. Going into 2026. This is January. So here you are, and I'm not saying you're a fool, but I'm saying I do feel that some of you guys are going into 2026 a sucker for somebody. And it ain't going the way it should be going, okay? Because here with the Eight of Cups, this is not the type of connection that's going to be fulfilling you, none whatsoever. Don't be putting all your eggs in one basket. Please don't do that, okay? That's just what I'm saying here with the Eight of Cups. Not only that, it looked like it's not going to really go anywhere here with the Death card and the Four of Swords. So it's someone that you really like, but I'm not seeing where it's going to be any type of progression. This could be the person that's unstable emotionally or something like that. Maybe they come in and they are pretending, maybe they'll come in and say, oh, I want to be with you or whatever. They're going to put on some type of performance to make you feel a certain way, or they are. Okay. And I feel like you're going to go into 2026 with some type of unrealistic expectation for someone that you actually really like. But baby, these cards are not great. But then you have to look at it in this way. You got to look at it this way. In order for you to get this person, this one right here, this has to happen. I mean, when you're reading, you have to be a reader, because sometimes you're not going to understand why certain cards come out. But I am very much versed in the way my guides show me how to read. And I'm telling you that a lot of you really are going to go into 2026 in January straight feeling somebody. And I hate to say this, but damn, that Death card came out full blown. It didn't even give you a chance to wonder. It was like, where you think you're going? There's going to be drama. There's going to be fights. There's going to be arguments. There's going to be frustrations. Baby, this is what it is. And then here you are again, here, Virgo, you're like, well, damn, okay, I thought we were supposed to be experiencing something great. You will. And it's saying that is what you will experience once you let something go. Because see, you see how it says ending, heal, ending, heal. You need time before you even reach this person. You can't be wasting your time on someone who is performing, or you believing something about someone that isn't true. This is the reason why it says unrealistic expectations. You're thinking something that's not true about this particular person. It's not real. And something happens. And we know for a fact that you're going to go into that year feeling like that, because the feeling card came out first with the Eight of Cups. That's how I knew what it was saying. Like, something's off, Virgo, right? Couldn't perform or be partially you as well? Could be. Some of that performing could also be you. Let's get bold. Let's see what's coming out here for Virgo under bold. And it's a little spicy read. I wasn't expecting this. It's like, damn, that came out full blown Death card. Let's get it. This is for Virgo. Let's see what comes out. Let's get bold for Virgo. That's February, by the way. This is February. And I'm sticking to it. February. Here we go. King of Pentacles. Some of you guys are dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Some of you guys are dealing, and remember here it was Scorpio. Okay, I'm just saying, remember I said I was going to say some of the signs that I see. Here you have Leo. So far you have any earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You have Leo specifically coming out here. These are the two that's showing up for February. Okay. The Sun card came out here with the bold. Okay. And one thing that I can tell you is that I like this energy. I really do, because the sun is exposure. Sun is boldness, right? Sun is boldness. Leo literally is the bold one. That's what's so crazy. You could be dealing with someone who may be very arrogant, or they're very self-absorbed. I mean, I'm just saying. Or there could be someone who looks really good and they're good to you. It depends on how this is going to work. I'm serious. But it's going to be one or the other. But we're looking at what's coming out in January. So we're looking at what's coming out in January. Something ends in January. Okay. You need to be cautious and aware of not continuing on with the bullarchy in February, especially if you're dealing with someone who's pushing boundaries, like it says, someone who's on an ego trip here. Okay, I'm just saying February still look a little shady, because this looks like the person that you're like, okay, I'm not about to be investing in you. And who wasting time? Not me. I'm not wasting my time. Okay, this is the second month of the year and we're already starting like this. No, you're like, Virgo, you're like, hell no, this is not how this is going to go. Not about to be doing this. And you see how you're pondering. You're kind of sitting there here with the Seven of Pentacles. You're like, damn, what should I do? I don't know what I should do. Now, there is going to be a conversation that's going to be had in February. And that conversation, let's say something ends. The person will call you back, or the person wants to communicate. The person wants to talk, right? Maybe you cut them off or whatever. However it ends, you cut it off, you walk away, and then they come back again. They want to conversate. Okay? So the person that you go into 2026 with may not be out of your life yet by February. But for some of you, we're going to say, for some of you, they could be here, and for some of you, no. So what this means if the other person isn't entering February with you, well, like I said before, you could still be wondering, especially with this person coming in here with so much intention. Boldness is purposeful. Someone is coming in here with intent, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. And now you're sitting here with the Seven of Pentacles. You're like, ooh, okay, now should I kind of throw myself into this? Like, I just broke up with old girl, old dude last week, right? Like, some of you guys are feeling like that. I just broke up with them last month. I don't know if I want to dive into something. Seven of Pentacles. I don't know if I want to put my energy into this right now. So you need some clarity. So you know what you need to do in February? You need to talk it out. If there's someone who's going to come into your life in February, it needs to be all conversation. And I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I'm telling you that it doesn't make sense to jump into something so fast. It needs to be straight up conversation in February. Conversation only. I need to get to know this person. I need to get to know you. How was your life when you grew up? You know, what was your, that's what needs to happen. And I do see that there's going to be a lot of conversation happening in February. That could be with the person from the past, like I said, or it could be with someone new. It just depends on how you pretty much use that death card. Is it over, or is someone needing to change their behavior? Okay? Because somebody's pretty selfish here, and they are inconsiderate of your feelings. They don't give a damn. They act like they don't give a damn how you feel. Okay? Now, let's go ahead. Let's get to March. Let's get to the March energy here of 2026 for Virgo. Let's get to March energy. Now this is hitting instability. I don't know if this is you, because remember, I can tell when it's you and I can tell when it's your person. I can always tell. That's how I figured that first row. That's how I figured that out. This person lives in your area. Oh. Can you believe that this is coming out? Now, there's only 2 reasons why these cards will be coming out with instability. Remember, that's a home card. That's a home card. Do not involve yourself in other people's drama. Oh, let me make sure. Give me a second. I want to make sure no one disturbed us. My bad. I had to put on do not disturb. Do not involve yourself in other people's drama. Now, I don't know if whoever you've been dealing with, if they are in a connection, if they were in a connection, if they have history with somebody and they, for some odd reason, that wasn't working, and so here you come in their life and they need you because you're their band-aid. Be careful about that, because to me, this could be someone who's getting a divorce. This could be someone who is could have been in a long-term committed relationship or something like that. And here you come, being Virgo per usual, right? Being Virgo, ready to fix someone and patch someone up. And this is not the time to be doing that. So here we are in the first 3 months of the year, and something is problematic. You're being told who you get into relationships with, not being the rebound, not accepting reboundish behavior. And I'm telling you, you think I'm lying. You want to know how bold I am? And you guys already know I be posting videos from last year because that's how bold I am, right? I'm so bold that even out in February, I will repost this, because I can guarantee you by March, something like this would have already occurred. How much you want to bet? Because you guys don't think that I know the astrology. I do. But I can read these cards, and I'm telling you, that's what you're going to experience. There is someone here who don't know how to release, and they are involving you in something that you don't want to be involved in. Like I said before, the person doesn't have to be married, but they could have been with someone. They could have had some type of long-term committed relationship. There's something like that could have happened. And you're like, I'm not trying to be involved with that, right? And that instability card literally came out because something isn't stable in their life. Now let's talk about you. Let's talk about for some of you who are married. Oh, I hope you didn't think that I was going to forget you. Those who are married, Virgos, who are in committed relationships, and it isn't working. It's not working. You're not getting along. There's drama. There's mood swings. There's ups and downs. Now you're talking about that you're not going to be in the house anymore. Someone is talking about they want to leave the house, something like that. You get what I'm saying? Here it is. We're in the first 3 months of the year, and you're facing something. Okay? You're facing something. I really didn't think the tea was going to be this damn piping hot. I really didn't. I literally thought that, like, you're going to get this sucker for you. You best believe that. Because, see, I know the difference between what Spirit is trying to tell you, trying to build something up, because there's this some type of, like, climactic energy here. But I already told y'all we already know the first 2 months. We already know that, right? Because you're still dealing with the opposition. Some of you guys are still dealing with opposition in squares. So we already know that December, January, February, you're still dealing with nonsense. And the cards are telling you that. But that third row right there, I didn't like that. I didn't like March. I didn't like the fact that there is someone who's coming into your life who is, like I said before, there's a history-based energy here. And again, history. I don't care what kind of history. I don't care if they got kids. I don't care if they're divorced now. I don't care if they never got married and they've been, in a long-term relationship. It is a history-based energy that I am sensing that you guys are going to be experiencing with dealing with a particular person if it isn't your person that you're married to. Okay? We really don't have to do performer because that's pretty much saying the same thing as circus tennis, circus tent. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Virgo. Virgo. Virgo, you're like, damn, yes. Dreams. They've been dreaming so much about you and want to manifest their dreams into reality. Sucker for you. I can definitely tell you that there is someone here, but not the first 3 months. You got some shit going on here. This is the second card that specifically talked about boundaries. We literally just saw that with the boldness, when it says that someone is crossing the boundaries, and someone doesn't know how to accept something. What does it say here? It says they love that you have set strong boundaries. They love it, right? They love that you set strong boundaries for yourself and walk away from those who don't respect them, including them. This person is like, okay, Virgo is about that life. They say they ain't gonna be dealing with me, and they ain't really gonna be dealing with me. Look how you evolve. You see how you guys evolved? You want to know the reason why I put this on February? Because that's where the bold card was, but they're speaking to you. This card which I'm going to pull some more of, this card that speaks specifically what they're thinking about you and what they're feeling and what they're thinking. And the card came out and said, you know what? I appreciate that you have those boundaries. I appreciate that. There's something about you that I can respect. Because they're not going to be telling someone else that they're boo-boo the fool because they're allowing to get played. This person is like, no, I like the fact that they're setting boundaries. Remember when I said in February, the only thing that you're doing in February is talking. That's the only thing that you're doing. Especially if you broke up with somebody in January. Okay? That's the only thing that you're doing in January and February is talking. We need to have a conversation. And even if the person was to come back in, you are saying, this is the only thing that I'm giving you right now. If it's someone new, you're saying, this is the only thing that I'm giving to you right now because I can't give you anything else. Look, I just got over somebody. I just got out of something. We already saw the healing part. You saw the Four of Swords where it says you need to pause. You need to pump your brakes. Because a lot of you that I'm reading for, not me in particular, but a lot of you guys, Virgos, I always tell y'all, I don't ever relate to half the shit y'all be doing. But anyway, you're going into January. You're going into January with this foolishness. I'm not saying that the person can't like you. I'm saying that the person isn't ready. I'm saying that the person is also saying within themselves that, yes, you need to put up your boundaries from me because I'm kind of reckless. I'm unstable right now. I need you to put up your boundaries for me. They may not tell you that, though. They may not tell you that, but they respect you for it. Let's see what else they want to tell you really quickly. You know how many cars I have? You know how many cars I'm going to be using for 2026? Let's see. Oh, you got new perspective here, and then you got overflow. Let's read it. New perspective. They've gained a new perspective and now see how they failed you by their own sabotaging behaviors. This is interesting because when do you think that this is going to happen? Any guesses? This is interactive, y'all. Y'all can definitely say something. I'm sorry. I'm actually looking at the chat now. When do you think this is going to happen? Because remember, in January, what happens here? Something ends. Do you think that a person comes to new perspective, come to some type of realization within a month? No, ma'am, no, sir. Uh-uh. I like the fact that Yanni actually was very realistic. It can take longer than that. It could be 6 months, it could be a year. Something about this person who was crossing boundaries. They're remembering the fact that you set something. You set boundaries where you will not allow them to overstep it. And now you put an imprint on them. I want you guys to understand what I'm saying. You put some kind of impression on this person, even though it may not work right now. Because see, now they're coming back up in here like, hey, you know what I've been thinking? There's something different about me. I have this new perspective. There's something different. I know that I was sabotory. This is what this person is saying. Because what does this card say? It says, I failed you by my own sabotory behavior. And this is the reason why some of you guys, remember we talked about the unstable energy. There's this instability. They're unstable. I said what? Either emotionally, mentally, and financially. But we definitely know that right now, your expectations for this person isn't realistic. Because see, you see something in them that they don't see within themselves. This is the reason why they're like, damn, Virgo actually. Okay, so we already know this isn't the beginning of 2026. This is not. But does that mean that you're going to be holding on and waiting for them? Like, oh, you know what? They'll come back in 6 months. They'll come back in a year. Doesn't mean that. You're going to live your life. Because again, there's somebody here who is a sucker for you. Here it says overflow. Their heart is overflowing with love so much it scares them because their love for you has no end. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This could be anybody. This could be, you know, the different people that you're going to be dating, meaning it could be a newer person. It could be someone that you have dated. I don't really get into this whole thing that somebody loves you so much that it scares them. Like, I don't get into all of that. You guys already know I am a skeptic, okay? If you love me, you show it. Don't be coming up here with all these excuses with how you can't love and what you can't show and all this other stuff. If you want it, you're going to do it, okay? You're going to do exactly what you feel in your heart. Now, if this comes later down the line and you're so happy not with somebody, then okay, right? And they may come in and be like, you know what, I wasn't even ready for you. And that can be true. Like that happened with my cousin. It actually happened with my cousin. Shout out to him. He actually married the love of his life and he'd been knowing her forever and they were not, you know, I love their story. Okay. So I do know that it happens. I do know that it's true, right? But the thing is that she lived her damn life. That's the reason why I feel like she the bomb.com, babe. Because she wasn't like, oh, I just love him so much and I'm just going to wait for him. She was like, oh, okay. All right. See you on the upside. See you when I see you. And they came back around somewhere down the line. So here it could be where, you know, this person does have feelings and they're just not ready. That could be it too. But you can also meet someone who actually feels this for you and show it. Like, they can show you. They can be like, you know what? Hey, I'm not scared of nothing. Who's scared over here? Not me. But it's a reality that you are going to, you're going to fall. Now, this is the last card. I was going to show you at the bottom of the deck. This is the last card, y'all. Because we got a whole lot to go. We got a lot of stuff to read. And this is only one way of reading. But I want to show you this. Because it's in harmony with what we saw. This right here. Grieving. They're stuck in grief, unable to see that they still have the power to create a positive change. Now, I am definitely going to say that this is going to be you as well. I do see that someone obviously could not hold on to you if we're being realistic. Like if you guys are thinking that the kind of unstable relationship that you are in right now going to 2026 that is going to survive, I will tell you that that's most likely not even true. Because there's a separation here with someone that you're holding on pretty tight, someone that you are a sucker for, and someone that you probably have love for. I just don't think that it is realistic. Like it says, I don't think it's reasonable for you to be dealing with someone who is not on your level yet. Because remember, it's going to take some time for this person to see things the way that they really are. And it's saying that this person at this point don't see it. And I definitely know that it'd be painful, especially with grieving there. And the death card came out on that part right next to that whole you need to heal. And there's this energy of your healing. Four of Swords. I mean, there's so many definitions for that card. It can be pretty depressing. So I would say I know for a fact that some of you guys are going to be grieving this loss, the very fact that they're not going to be in your life. So that is going to be very much a reality for a lot of you in the first 3 months of the year. Now I'm going to go ahead and do Performer. We're going to see what's going to come out with that particular card here for you, Virgo. You do have a fated connection, that I can tell you. That one of the cards was trying to come out 3 times and it kept going back into the deck, which is letting me know it's not time yet, but it is definitely near. Let's see. Yeah, and this is interesting. You have a Sagittarius card here, and this is, again, another water sign. I think I said Earth earlier. I just don't want to say too many because after a while, it's just like, then all of a sudden you're saying all of them. Definitely all the Earth signs. Water, it literally could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And then I had the only fire sign that I had here was Leo and Sagittarius. I'm not saying that some of you guys can't be dealing with Aries, but these are the cards that came out just for today. Of course, we know that cards are going to come out differently tomorrow, whatever. It seems like that there's someone who is trying to create some type of balance with you or some type of harmony. I don't know if this is going to be within the first 3 months. I just don't think that that's true. I feel like there's going to be time that is going to happen between them wanting to and them being confident enough that they can create harmony with you. And it can be 6 months. That means it's still within the same year. If it's past that, I mean, truly, I can't even say that. Do you even care? Would you care? If it's past that time, I don't know. Most likely you probably would not. And some of you will. But I definitely see that, you know, there's going to be someone who's going to come in and attempt to try to make something right here with you, especially with this Temperance card. Now, we are clear. Oh, this came out by accident. I was supposed to be clarifying Performer. Let's clarify Performer. Those are cards that fell out by accident. Performer, look at this. Tower and a lot of water. Damn, look at all of this water. You got Scorpio again, and here it is, you got Cancer. So the 2 water signs that showed themselves was not Pisces, it was Scorpio and Cancer. This person is hurting, and this person is very vulnerable. They are pretending. Okay, I feel like this person has experienced many towers in their life. They have, you know, I would definitely say their central nervous system is shot to hell for whatever reason. I don't know if they're going through a divorce court case. We saw that earlier. There could be something in the home within a family or something like that that isn't necessarily kosher. It could have something to do with them just being not wanting to be vulnerable to you because they're afraid that they're going to get hurt. It could be something. But I do see that this person isn't who they say that they are, especially with the Performer card. I just don't see it. So there's going to be some realizations for you because this reading is yours. The Tower is you. The Chariot card is you. And so I do feel like you're going to be releasing someone and moving forward. I really do. And like I said before, I don't think that it's going to be easy, but it's something that you guys are going to be facing here. And again, I feel like it's going to be happening within the first 3 months of 2026. Okay. Virgos, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Again, I'm trying to get the algorithm back up because I was gone for a second. Virgo, if you guys are interested in your own personal reading, okay, all the information is down below in the description box. If you guys are interested in the astrology and the tarot, again, you guys can email me and I will give you the price for that. Virgos, I love you guys. I thank you so much. Are you going to be here tomorrow morning? Hopefully I'll be here. If not, I'll be here in the afternoon. But either way, make sure you guys hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live. All right, love you guys.